Joy. Ever since my mom gave birth to me, I've been bedwetting. I'm sure mothers here will know when a child is supposed to stop bedwetting. But ever since I know right from wrong, like I've been bedwetting, serious one. Most especially if I sleep between 12 to 3. And when I discovered that, I stopped sleeping. I will not sleep, I will not eat, I will not drink water. And it kept happening. Even if I go to, if I make use of restroom, and I mistakenly sleep after like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, because I've always checked myself to the extent that I checked the time, the last time I can remember before sleeping. And between 5 minutes, even if I use the restroom, after like 5 minutes, I will bedwet. Like one of my friends, when I mistaken, she said, it were you, Odola. I cannot forget that statement. And it kept happening to the extent that we do attend Sele. My mom, I will not cry. My mom will go to, she will go to all this Woli. She will go to Afa. She will go to even Babalawo. Even these white people that used to worship water. She will go to them. She will get things for me. I will still use them. I'm not crying because I'm ashamed. I'm crying because I'm happy. I will use everything. But nothing changed. Nothing changed till even I used to date people like, I believe in myself that I cannot even marry with this situation. But let me just be happy. If they toast me, I will agree. But I don't lie to them. I will tell them this is what is happening. And before you know it, they will flee. Not until we now move to Lagos. So it got to an extent that my stepdad got tired because he really tried to be sincere. He went to so many places for me. He's a land surveyor. And he got tired. Stylishly, he sent me out of the house. Hold on. He stylishly sent me out of the house. And I was working under him. The little money I could gather, I rent an apartment. And my mom added money to it. So I rent an apartment close to my mom. And I was staying there. I bedwet anyhow. In fact, when I noticed it was between 2 to 3, I started, I will not sleep. Anytime after 3, nothing will happen again. Maybe the devil now discovered that, okay, maybe I've gotten this. So the circle changed again. So if I sleep anytime, if I just mistakenly sleep at 9 o'clock once it's night, I will bedwet. And the bedwet is not something like, even if I go to the restroom, I make use of the restroom, be macheto, who you have to see the way I will bedwet. In fact, everywhere we just mess up. People think I'm overneat. They don't understand what is really going on. Till I gained admission, I met the guy where I rented, the apartment I rented, it was face to face. His parents and his mom too were staying in a room. So I met that guy. His name is, I'm sorry, I know he will not be happy, but his name is Tunji Benson. So he told me, when he asked me out and I told him everything, as a Lagos boy, I did not even expect that from him. So he said, he's nothing that. So he said it's nothing. So he asked me to change I changed my church. He was attending CAC, me I was attending Foursquare. So we were going to church. Things still happening. He promised to send me to school. That if I can manage with him, he sent me to school. He got an apartment for me, despite the fact that he was still in school safe then. And he was doing asun, barbecue fish, and he's still hawking, selling clothes to people. So I was staying in school, got an apartment outside the school. So I could not even go to night class. I do everything on my own. So after I went for an NYC, in fact, I messed myself up for that 3 weeks, this thing. So after I came back from NYC, we decided to change our church so that we'll be attending the same church. He said he will look for a church we'll be attending. So he now told me that he has found a church that Joycometh. So I don't even know. Wait, sorry. So we started coming to. In fact, when he told me, I said, that he mentioned the name, that they said the name of the church is Pastor Lighton. I said, I know the church, because after I left my stepdad's office, I was working in Jumofak. That I used to hear them. I used to hear them doing a program on Thursdays. I used to dance. Even my boss got tired. Let her just dance after the program. She will come and work. So when we now started attending this church, so we now decided to see the pastor. So the day we wanted to see the pastor, the man that used to interpret to him stopped us. It was right here. He stopped us. I could not see him. I was so mad that, is he a bouncer that we cannot see him? So he stopped us. I was very angry. So we decided that, okay, Shebi, the woman with the issue of blood, did not see Jesus face to face. He just touched the hem of his garment. That's what I would do. That since you are in choir, it will be very easy for you to do that. So, funny enough, I was unable to do it. I was so scared that people will start asking me, what are you doing with the pastor's clothes? For someone to stop me from seeing him. So I could not do that. So on a Thursday morning, I came for a program. So I know usually he used to sing after the program. So he finished the program and he was singing. After singing, he started praying. And people rushed down to the altar, touching his clothes. So as I saw it, I was about rushing to the altar, and he started saying, I still want to pray, but what if I dash okoto need me? The pastor, so that you have to finish the prayer. I was like, these people, I started, God forgive me, I'm sorry. I started cursing them that, see, when I was supposed to even touch him, that these people messed the whole things up. They misused the opportunity. I couldn't touch the clothes. Not until 31st of December. Yes, 31st of December. So when we finished the program, he was singing, and people started running to the altar, and he started touching them. So I don't know. I just saw him that he was touching their head. I said, God. So I just rushed down to the altar. There was a man like Usher standing there. So he wanted to stop me. I just looked at him. In fact, I wanted to utter a bad statement. So I wanted to curse him, like seriously. So he just looked at me. Before I even uttered any statement, he just shifted aside. And I looked at him like, I just looked at him as if he was nobody, and I left. And I came to the altar in the midst of people. I'm very sure even pastor himself will not even know he touched someone. He shall know he touched everybody randomly. And he touched me. Funny enough, I was thinking I would feel something. I did not even feel anything. Because me, I'm not let me just say the truth, I'm not the type that, I don't know if I even accept Jesus. I shall want to sing, I shall want to do everything just to be happy, because I know I'm depressed. So he touched my head. And I was now shouting, looking for my partner that, finally he has touched my head, he has touched my head, he has touched my head, not knowing that he already saw me, and he came, just touched my head. And to the glory of God, ever since that night, I used to bedwet like 3 times in a day, 4 times. Despite the fact that I don't drink water, I don't do anything, I used to bedwet anyhow. But since that night, I've been drinking water anyhow. I've been eating anyhow. I drink water to the extent that I feel like I overdrink. Like when you eat and you are tired of eating, like you feel you are overloaded. Nothing happened since that night. I've stopped bedwetting. In fact, I wake up at the middle of the night. Even today, I wake up. I drank anyhow, but I'm sleeping anyhow. I'm just sleeping. Nothing happened. And ever since I finished my program, I could not apply for job because I studied quantity surveying. My work is on the island. But now I can apply for job anywhere. I can sleep anywhere. I can do anything. Glory to God.
mountain to the deepest valley, you reign. You reign. All the elders and the angels bow before your throne and say, you reign. You reign.